What's up, family? So today I want to kind of go over the vocabulary that we commonly see in the options market, and we're going to start with the Greeks. So looking down at the bottom right, you see we have our Greeks starting with delta, gamma, theta, vega, and rho. So starting with the delta, as you can see, it shows 0.1462. The delta pretty much shows relation to the premium price when the stock price goes up or down $1. So if the stock price goes up $1, the delta adds 14 cents, or if you round it out, 15 cents to the option premium. Looking at a new premium of $3.30. So now moving on to the gamma. The gamma and the delta actually work hand in hand. Reason being, the delta basically shows you the amount that you'll get for the next dollar move. The gamma shows you the amount you'll get added to the delta for the dollar move after the previous dollar move. So if it goes up $1, you'll get the 15 cents. If it goes up another dollar after that dollar, it adds 0.0046 to the delta. And that new sum total now gets added to your premium. Now moving on to your theta. Your theta is pretty much showing you how much value the premium will lose every day. So for each day that goes by and you're not in the money, pretty much you'll be losing 0.0193 per day. Moving on to the Vega. As you can see, the Vega is 0.2365, so we can round that up to 0.24. The Vega is directly related to the implied volatility. So if you see the implied volatility go up or down 8%, it shows that the Vega will either add or deduct 24 cents to your premium, depending on the direction of the implied volatility. So this is another reason why it's very important to use Barchart to find a low entry point that has a low implied volatility. So as I showed you in previous videos, you can go to Barchart to check the options price history, and it'll also show you the implied volatility history as well. So the smart thing to do is get in at the lowest price for the contract, as well as the lowest implied volatility. So that way, as the price of the stock goes up, you're reaping the benefits of profit because you got in at the lowest points. So that way you don't have to worry about how much more it's going to dip, because you're looking to get in at the low to begin with. And I'll also add that the further out the expiration date of the contract is, the higher the Vega will be. So that can actually end up being a good thing, because when good news comes out, you could typically see a spike in your contract depending on how much the Vega is. The same thing vice versa. If you see bad news come out, you'll see a spike downwards. Again, which is why I mainly stress getting in at the low point, because it'll put all of that downward movement behind you. And finally, we'll talk about the rho, which is not as important as the rest of them, because the rho is actually tied into interest rate. So ultimately, I personally don't really consider the rho or factor the rho into my price changing. I pretty much only really pay attention to the delta, the gamma, and the theta. And of course Vega, but rather than Vega, I actually look at the implied volatility, which again you can find on Barchart.